I don't count, okay? I was homeschooled.
Well, fair enough. Now you're live. You're welcome.
Jesse's laughing. Jesse's laughing. Hi, everybody. Back to campaign 3 of the Holy Rollers. I'm Stephanie, your dungeon master, and these yahoos are already crawling me. We're joined by Brandon, who plays Red Netherroot, our cleric. Dennis, who plays Lytle DeFerndon. Good lord, I just had a stroke. Rachel plays one half of the character Genji Kenji. She plays Kenji. Jesse, who plays Ryker Tor, our wizard, and last but not least, Roran Balgor, our fully fledged and out there combo of Barb fighter. So we are excited you're here. We are grateful for the eyeballs on this. Comment below what your favorites moment is from tonight. And I appreciate that input. So we are going to pray, as is our custom, and then we will assign a recap dice to whoever wants to recap for us. And I believe it was Dennis who got recap or the prayer. Yeah. All right, Mr. Dennis, will you please take us before the Lord?
I sure will. Father, we just thank you and praise you. We just lift everything up to you and ask for your guidance tonight. We ask that you help us to glorify you in everything we do and say, and that you help us to have a tremendous amount of fun and good time, and that we entertain those who are watching us now or in the future. We ask that you touch our roles, both for the DM and for the characters, that they are good and that the storyline goes the way you want it to go. And we just thank you. We pray for all of our followers. We thank you for them. We ask that you bring in more followers so that more people can watch. And we thank you and pray all this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
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 Who would like to go for the recap? All right, Mr. Jesse, I don't think you've done it in a couple weeks. We've given you a break, so let's bring you back, sir.
I've been rejected every week for a while, so.
Rejected. That's what you were.
Rejected.
That's what you were. Okay. All right. We'll let that one fall. Lord. Just tell us what happened last week. We don't need the sub story.
Oh, but I got my cheers ready. So. All right.
Love you, brother.
Lydell gave Ryker $400 gold pieces to help us find the scribe. We were going to split the party. Ryker and Kenji and Red are going to go shopping, and Lydell and Roran we're going to go to a secret assassin meeting. So shopping group, they went to the store. Ryker kind of convinced Kenji to pick up some 5-finger discounts, much to Red's dismay and frustration. And Ryker did his whole minor illusion, like movie performance, exaggerating his role in the retelling of our fight with the dragons and the subsequent 5-headed undead dragon parts where his chest was exposed and furry, full on and like out, and other times where he dressed all nice.
Handsome Squidward the whole time though. That was consistent.
And he did that to his face to get and he went to get scrolls and was able to get a scroll for Roran that had sending, and he was able to get some scrolls for himself. But the keeper did not have magical items, so he sent us somewhere else, where he sent us to one of the Cambridge elite snobs that held a magic store, who wanted to charge us like $1,000, 1,000 gold pieces. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. That's funny to me. Excuse him while he screams at his cats.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Probably
worse than
deserved it.
children almost. Which is saying something. Sorry, lost my train of thoughts. So went and tried to talk to him about he wanted to charge us 1,000 gold pieces to make something to anti-scry. So said, hey, we're gonna catch you back later and see if we can figure out something. Because that 400 that Lydell gave Ryker's not gonna cut it. And Red got some specialized arrows. He went and talked to a Fletcher. She seemed like a cool gal. Interesting. He kind of flashed her a little bit, but with his cleric symbol. He was all above board. And she got freaked out by that, but she still helped him out, but was like, I don't want to see you again. So that was all the shopping. We got most of the things we wanted. Lydell and Roran, on the other hand, they went to the broth, which was our PG version. It was a former brothel turned soup kitchen, led by a former assassin turned good Samaritan, who kind of made contact with Lydell and introduced himself and provided him with several magical contracts that had been around a while, but because they're magic, they still were up for grabs, I guess. Yeah, some interesting information on those. Not looking forward to those conversations. And yeah, so that was about where we were. Oh, and then my freaking spellbook got stolen. And
a minor thing at the end.
Just a minor thing. Yeah, and apparently all they want me to do is put on clown makeup, walk out the city of. I'm gonna tell you, Ryker has already thought of several ways to deal with them. None of them I can say on a Christian YouTube.
Your DM grew horns that night. Was like, yes.
Riker's a trendsetter, though, so if he does a good job with putting it on, you might start a new trend of cosmetics. So
you'll come back to the city and clown makeup is now in fashion.
I don't know. His charm has just been failing lately. Like, with the exception of the shopkeeper, I've rolled a lot of nat ones when it comes to like persuasion.
Plus a charisma. You had no charm to start with.
I'm a dork. That's what it is. That's all my stats fit.
You get a long distance on nice clothing and acting uppity, but when it comes down to brass tacks,
it comes to like talking to people.
He's that knight that like he's royalty, so everyone has to laugh at his jokes and tell him how wonderful he is. And then he gets out in the world, and everyone's like, "You're a putz. Like, what is wrong with you?"
It's still funny to watch him develop as a character. Take your dice, well deserved. Good job, thank you. Awesome. So, where we are currently, you lot have just stepped out of the your respective places, I suppose, where you had your little adventures last week. Some of you stepped out of the spell scroll, out of the magic shop, and the rest of you, Ryker and Rord and Lytle have stepped out of Broth. Unless you have something else you wish to do or say to Karn, the dwarfish guy you have been talking to. Awesome. Dennis, I did give you those 3 mystery potions.
Yeah,
what they were.
Just adding them in, and now I got to figure out. I put the wrong invisibility in first. So,
would you like me to fix it? I can do it.
Well, I did get. So right now I have one from Legacy. I didn't realize that they had a different one. So
I don't know if there's a distinct difference, but Legacy would probably be better.
I knew to grab that, so I've got it. I can take it out of there.
Cool. Roran, do you have anything you wish to say or do before you leave Broth?
Nope. he will, if anything, are the two dwarven girls, are they helping their mom cut up peel the potatoes, or do they go back to practicing their attacks with carrots?
They are now hucking potatoes at each other's heads, half peeled. You can tell these two are just chaos agents. But they are sort of helping.
Because if they were done carrots, Roran would have, on the way out, like just corrected a grip on the weapon. But since they're throwing potatoes, he will.
Well, you know how to throw hand axes. You probably have some input on how they're throwing potatoes.
Potatoes, the weight is all in one thing. Hand axe, the weight is at the end of a thing. There's a different method to throwing.
You could stick a potato on a carrot.
Show them how to do that.
If you have input to give to the younger generation.
Roran isn't it?
I don't hate this.
So I rolled low, which means as they come up, Roran will just, seeing this travesty, will just takes a carrot, shoves it into a hearty potato, and just fluidly will walk up to the eldest looking. Kneel down.
They're twins.
The eldest looking.
Okay. The one in charge. Got it.
Yeah. Even with twins, there's always, you can kind of tell the one who's like, I was 2 seconds before you, and I'm going
and
to.
And I'll never let you forget it.
I'm going to wear those 2 seconds like a badge of honor.
Yes. That's my entire personality.
If you're looking for more heft and weight, you want to angle the. You want to have something angling the weights similar to this. We'll take the potato out, place the carrot concoction in, and give her a very quick demonstration of how to compensate and use the weights to have it spin properly so that when she throws it, it's going to hit the twin square in the forehead and just like cause her like. And now knowing the chaos he has sown, he's been a little mischievous. Not another word. We'll stand up and walk out with Lydell.
You look over and Hura is like with like bemused frustration, like, of course you would teach my children this, but also the joy of having her children interact positively with somebody. So she's just pounding this meat with a big old hammer.
With the look of, and you didn't teach them this?
Fair. You know, she gives the fair enough nod, and that is the last you see of Hura for now. Fantastic. I love it. Let's jump back to the magic shop really quick. So you guys step out of on the curb of the magic shop. Distinctly, Ryker is starting to panic like a woman who's lost her purse, and
Arcana.
Yes, and the city streets are kind of busier because it's daytime and you are in a shopping district. So you're patting yourself down frantically looking for this book that's always strapped under your arm. And you're not finding it. And you find that note. Are you making it obvious that you're looking at this note and that you're obvious enough your friends would notice what you're doing?
I would say there's like literal steam coming out of the top of my head. It's like,
you're not trying to hide it then.
I lose a little bit of control in my anger, and there's just a little bit of magic flickering around me.
Poke the bear. What's wrong?
Never mind. That would be. What do you say to Kenji? Never mind. I think I dishwashed it.
You will just look up at Kenji. nothing wrong.
You could see sparks on his teeth as he's talking without opening his mouth.
Well, I want to say that you see like little flicks of it's almost like shadow, like dark shadow. I don't know, like kind of like you see. I don't know. I think of like Stranger Things or whatnot. You know, where you see like,
Yeah,
Even
they're not
like a
bursts of light. They're like sucking darkness. Almost,
Are you turning
like
into a
straws.
firework?
I think of it
Talk
like
about Porky the Bear.
like a flap of a crow's wing. That sudden, that dark, just
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you can almost see like little bursts of it, kind of little flickers.
Red, you're paying attention too. You noticed this. Your
What's
boy's
wrong,
looking
Red?
unhinged.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Red's
just be
just
like,
snickering.
100%.
Red.
Yeah, not gonna ask him what's going on. It's just gonna be one of those.
I think it's fun to poke the bear.
Oh Lord! Hey, give me 2 seconds, will
Apparently,
you?
Ryker has created this idea of being. It's more fun to poke you than to soothe you.
Yeah,
Hey,
so just
hey.
The
blood
worst
boy.
part is Genji's
Unless you
got
wanna
to be in the
become
back of your mind
Playboy.
going, hey, you should ask him you should ask what's eating him. You should definitely ask what's eating him, Genji.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's happening.
Or
Absolutely.
if those like, I say, Genji, you should probably ask what he's eating him.
Yeah.
I think it'll be real funny what's gonna happen, you think?
Genji is
In the
100%
most
egging you on.
accuracy.
I will make an insight check. I just want to, because why not
You may.
at this point?
It's pretty low.
He wants to know why he's laughing.
19.
Oh yeah, you know why.
And that makes him laugh
you-
even louder.
Well,
Were
actually,
you inciting why Kenji's laughing? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I'm inciting kind of Riker's nothing.
Oh gosh. Well, there's only a handful of things that's going to make Riker panic like you see him doing right now. One is losing his wallet and the other is losing his spell book.
And I watched him pay for things, so I know it's not that.
Well, I was gonna say losing his wallet's not that bad because he'll just go steal more.
Right.
That's fair,
Yeah.
as we know.
But losing that spell book, yeah, I could imagine that would be.
Riker, you seem a bit panicked.
Whatever gave you that idea?
I don't know. Maybe your face.
Poke.
Maybe you should look at other people's faces for once.
I mean, I could.
You're
but
not that important, man.
Yeah,
We're not always looking at your face.
Yours just
But you could have
screams
fooled me
something's
by how
wrong.
much concern you are having with my face. You think that this was all you ever looked at. And while I know it's a handsome face, there are other faces.
Your face looks funny. That's why we're looking at it.
Very funny.
It's
Riker, roll me
Well,
roll
if
a
you
roll
were-
a deception check, Riker, to try to dissuade them.
Fortunately, Lydell and Roran are at least 20 minutes away.
Yeah, we haven't
not as
quite
bad as I
found
usually
out.
roll. Hold on. You said deception. What's that? 14.
Yeah, they know something's really wrong. So if you're not gonna tell them, and they're not gonna insist on prying, uneasy
Not
silence falls over the group.
Are
And
we
one of you's like,
insisting?
so depends. It sounds like a lot of fun to poke at Riker while he's in this state, but at the same time, how much do you really care?
I mean, there is
Oh no,
that.
no, I don't necessarily care that much about the book, but if he asks, I'm willing to help. However I can anyway.
It's because you're the best bro of us all. Little did
Fair.
little does everyone know. Well, if Riker's not gonna be forthcoming, he's just gonna have to sit on that for a while. Do you have any other shopping you wish to do before you, I guess, gather your things from the Heart and Hind?
I just I'm just processing a lot of rage right now.
Did we get a resupply of our goods, like food,
Sure.
or is that the next step?
Yeah, so if you depends, do you guys want to leave Dessel today or tomorrow? Because it's about 10 a.m. today.
Well,
Oh,
were
a
you?
whole day ahead of us. We could go.
Well, I was just wondering, were you gonna have Lydell have a try at the elf at the magic shop, or are we good with what you got there so far?
You'll have to meet up to exchange that story, or else Lytle, do you have to like start your mental connection in person and then it can
Yeah,
continue
I
at
have to see
distance?
him.
Yeah, you'll have to meet up in person to exchange that information.
And if this
So
is the last day, Roard would have one stop he would want to insist on making before the group leaves.
what's that?
He would want to visit the Fairlight or the Fairlight estates
Okay.
one time
That's a
before.
great thing. You could do that now. The shopping district is adjacent to the ritzy district, so to speak. It wouldn't be too far out of your way to go there.
Actually,
Roard
would
will
it be
kind
easier for you to just go with Lydell instead of the whole group, or?
Roard will actually lean down to Lydell as it occurs that if we're leaving early, considering your recent, I have one stop I would like to make. You can continue on. I do not feel if you would have to accompany me, and don't feel like you have to.
Lydell wants to. So Lydell doesn't really care one way or another. He's not overly worried about Rorn. Figures that the big man can take care of himself, and he's really not overly worried about himself. He knows he can take care of himself. However, Rorn did go with him on something that could have been dangerous. So I'm gonna roll. Evens, he's going with him. Odds, he's gonna go on his way. And it's a 14, so it's an even. So he'll go with you. He'll just say, "What? It's on the way. I might as well just go on with you."
Very well.
Nice. Illustrate your entrance basically to the door. So you make your way through town, back to the eye of the city, and then take away an inspiration. And then through the eye of the city and use it to circumnavigate to another district's opening, kind of at the bottom of the pie slice, at the tip of the pie slice. And it doesn't take a lot of looking to find the Fairlight estate. It's a very beautiful estate, but it's definitely not the biggest. You can tell they're a noble family with some age, but all of the newer noble families have built consecutively larger estates to one up each other. And the Fairlight estate has kept theirs the same, almost as if they treasure it as an heirloom. Um,
Hmm.
it's labeled at the entrance to the gate at the bottom of the street. There's a very short little walkway to the front door. and a beautiful garden flanking this walkway.
You'll go up and he will knock on the door.
Mm-hmm. Um, Within a few moments, a fella dressed in butler's attire, he's just a normal human looking guy with a very short little man braid hair, uh, opens the door and looks you up and down, says, "Can I help you?"
I have come to call upon the ladies Maribel and Isolde. You may tell them Champion Aragorn of the Disillusioned is here.
He gives a little twitch at the champion part and says, "One moment," and shuts the door. Um,
It's an official title now.
yeah. No, it's he knows who you are now. Within a minute, there is the thud, 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 thud behind the door, and the door kind of creaks open by a little girl's hand because she can't reach the doorknob as well. And there's Maribel. She looks a lot more happy and calm out of the presence of the seal bearer of the city, and is delightedly looking up at you and says, uh, "You're Aragorn, you said? Is your
Yes,
pseudonym?" Okay,
because we did. She would have known him as Aragorn.
Aragorn, right. Again, I can't remember 4 different levels of pseudonym, so she just says, and hugs you around the knee.
I see you're doing better.
She looks up at you with a solemn face suddenly and says, "That man is not nice."
He is not.
Isolde
Power
is
does.
it's not far behind. She arrives at the door around this time. Go on.
As your grandmother would also say, and looks up, just because one has the power does not excuse lack of decorum and basic human dignity. Always remember.
Isolde, even though it is like the start of the day, has already got a wine glass in her hand and is was clearly expecting there to be another like a visit from people she wasn't looking forward to seeing, but seeing that it's you, she's like, "I'm not confident there's much human left in that one, but glad to see you. I'm delighted to see you again. Thank you for sticking up for my granddaughter. Would you
So
like
it's
to
my
come in?"
pleasure. Yes, it will be brief. We are preparing within the day to depart Dessel, and it would have been rude of me to depart without paying a visit.
She smiles and says, "Come in. The parlor has been set for tea." And
Oh, and my associate, Frodo, champion as well.
I remember you. Um, I can't remember one of your major moves during the five-headed dragon fight, but she recalls it and says, "Oh, you're that one.
He
Right
killed
this
the
way."
other two dragons. Roran killed
Yes.
4 of them. He killed everything else.
Oh, Roran killed 3, Lytle
3 of the
killed
5.
2, and Ryker killed the five-head at the
Yes.
end. So, you know, uh, she welcomes you both into the parlor. There is a woman in a maid's dress, kind of standing in the on the edge of the room, and she says, um, "Myrtle will take your coat or armor or weapons or anything you wish to depart with for now."
Roran will place his shield and his sheath sword on his waist. Does not leave the parcel on his back, but no
Myrtle
way to.
still struggles under the weight of just your shield, and when you put the great sword or the sword in her hands, she just kind of like, and the butler kind of whisks over to help her, and Lady Isolde.
Lydell chooses to keep all of his stuff on him after seeing that, just because I'm not gonna weigh her down anymore.
Warren feels a
That's
little
fair.
bad.
It's not your fault. She looked sturdy enough. She rolled a 4 on her strength check, so
Mm. Warren's also a big boy.
that's fair. Everything is a little oversized for you.
Mm.
So you follow Isolde through basically a door off of the main foyer into a parlor. And true to her word, it has been set for tea. There's little tea sandwiches that would basically look like a domino in your hands, Rorn. Um, there is a couple different pots of tea. There's clearly a chair that is Maribel's chair because it's got a little table scooted up against it for her to eat off of, and then the couch is free, the sofa.
Is the couch?
Dirty
If
enough.
Warren sat on the couch, would the couch remain a couch, or would it
Uh,
become
There is that.
a that pile of sticks. I'm not sure. So would that be insight? Can you insight a piece of furniture? Is that
I think it would
Well,
be
you can insight
investigate. I think it would be
strength of it.
investigation if I'm looking at the
Yeah,
craftsmanship.
thank
I
you.
think
Thank you. Investigate the couch then.
that would be an
That might be the
18.
first time in 3 campaigns that we've ever had to investigate a piece of furniture. We've done some very weird things. That might be a first.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's not looking for a mimic.
Yeah.
That's right. I was just about to say, now that we have a precedent of mimics,
Also
that
fair.
so with a 14,
18.
sorry, 18. As long as you don't like I'll drive it or wiggle around too much, you estimate it will hold you.
He will delicately, this unfortunate practiced
Yeah.
poise, though I probably should roll for that. I'll
Let's
do.
see how gracefully you lower
I
yourself
say
onto this fabric.
athletics to position the body just so, and to
Yep.
hold the position. If you allow me for an athletics roll to hold.
So the Queen of England has a body double that she uses for a lot of photography and such. This body double is not allowed to physically sit on the throne. She has to hover. You are in the hover mode. Let's see how well you can manage it.
That's going to be a 15.
Sorry, Queen of England had. My sincerest apologies
It-
for our
it's
over the
okay. I don't think she
pond
minds
people.
right now.
That's fair. What did you roll, Rorn? I
A
apologize.
15.
15. Okay, so you are hovering. You're not sure you could hold it for more than 10 minutes, but you're okay for now. Um, nice.
I will
Like,
say that Lydell, while
You
watching
found a
this,
toilet at the carnival. Hover, buddy.
yep.
Mm.
Oh
Lydell,
gosh.
while watching this is I would say he's kind of getting the idea that that couch is doing everything it can to hold him. I
There's
think I'm gonna
chairs
stand
around
over
too.
here. I think I'm gonna stand over here and have my tea.
You avail yourself of a teacup, which Myrtle has brought out not having expected you. They had to bring out a spare set. And you pour yourself a steaming cup of something black and liquidy, and it smells like every other tea you've had. No, nothing strange to it. Perhaps a hint of orange that you weren't expecting.
So
Um,
something nice.
yes. Awesome. And Isolde settles into her chair, crosses one knee over the other, and Maribel climbs up into her chair first and then turns around and sits because she can't hop. She's not tall enough to get up there. And you can tell she's trying to be a little more ladylike and delicate in company. She's got her pinky out on her tiny teacup and keeps sneaking glances over at Roran to see if he's going to drink tea. She sips as well. She's been
Course, like
taught.
one sip and the tea's all gone, but Roran will
Right.
pretend.
It is like a piece of hair between your fingers, how thin this teacup's handle is. You are sweating over potentially squeezing it too tightly and bone china fragments coming out of into your hand.
18.
Delicacy.
Acrobatics to, or would it be athletics?
Not. It's a dex one, whichever one is dex.
So acrobatics. So that would have been an 18 to.
Okay. Boy, you're killing it. Yeah, you don't shatter the teacup accidentally in your gauntleted hand. Um, Maribel, having been raised properly, knows you don't drink before your guest, so that's why she was waiting for you to drink. And she looks over at you and says, "Do you like it?"
Compliments to the very good brew.
Grandma says I can only have chamomile, but I'm glad you like it.
While they're doing this, Lydell has a gold piece that he's running through his fingers. You know how you do
Oh yeah, like the magician way.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a magician. He's
Uh-huh.
just trying to keep his hands busy.
Uh-huh.
He's got
So you
one.
got a
He's
teacup in one
watching.
hand.
He's watching Roran drink with his pinky
Uh-huh.
out, so he's got his out because he
Right.
realizes it's that time. But he's
Right.
also sitting there playing with this gold piece, like making it do little tricks and stuff in his hand.
Maribel notices what you're doing and is captivated by the dexterity of your little fingers as you do these tricks. Do you want to do a trick to really wow her or anything?
Um, what would that be? Would that be performance or sleight of hand?
I'll let it be sleight of hand.
Then yeah, he's gonna make the coin dance
Ooh.
with a 19, 29, 32.
Yeah, you make this thing basically walk the dog. And she, with her little teacup in her hand, goes, um, Isolde at that moment interjects and says, "What can I do for you, uh, Aragorn, and whatever Dennis's pseudonym
Frodo.
is? Why don't do this to me again, guys? I can't do it. Um,
You made this bed, you lay in it.
I did no such thing. Okay,
Next time I'm gonna pull from another movie. So
please no.
We, again, I just wanted to do a brief social call to thank you for taking a chance on me as a sponsor going into the arena. I'm quite humbled by you and your granddaughter, and I'm grateful to have brought kind of gestures to the cloak that he still is wearing, brought back a modicum of glory to your name.
She takes a sip and smiles at you and says, I would be a poor steward of my family's fortune if I didn't know what a sure bet looked like when I saw one. And you, my friend, are the surest bet I have seen in this city in some time. Thank you for bearing our standard with honor."
I will continue to do so.
Maribel talks incessantly about you. She's heartbroken that you're going to eventually leave. Maribel pumps up, "Yeah, heartbroken."
I can imagine, which is the other reason I wish to gingerly places the teacup.
Very, very carefully.
Maribel will notice that he is still wearing the pink ribbon on the armor.
Oh, yeah. You never stopped.
Nope, nor will he. You were so
Maribel
gracious
says,
to
Go ahead.
you were so gracious to bestow a token to me to carry into the arena. It only seems fair for a temporary parting. I do the same to you.
Maribel puts the teacup down just a little bit too hard. "You're giving me a present?"
Of a sort. He will reach in and he will withdraw probably the only remaining fabric because if there's one thing that are made to endure, pocket handkerchiefs, like well-made pocket handkerchiefs, will
for
endure.
sure.
Considering probably most of his other clothing didn't make the 16-year, he will take out his silk handkerchief.
Nice. It's been washed a few times since you were resurrected, and it seems held, and silk is one of the toughest fabrics known to man despite its softness and reputation. It's in pretty good condition.
You will kneel down, and this is probably one of the last things from my upbringing left. And for a lady such as you, it seems fitting a proper token for you to bear.
She looks up at you with wide eyes, and does it have your initials embroidered on it?
It will. It will not say A. It would have the initials RBG.
She knows her letters. She might be young, but she knows she's starting to get the letters thing. It says, I thought Aragorn started with an A.
It does.
And why is this an R?
Yeah, Warren. Why is that an R?
Roll a deception check against a child.
In this instance, I intentionally refuse and will allow the failure.
All right. What do you say to her?
And he will kind of speak to her and Dessel at the same time of a memento of the former self. I still bear. I am named Aragorn in part, but your granddaughter is quite sharp, and it is not who I was. But kind of gestures to the cloak and to the ribbon. Just because a name may have fallen into ill repute for whatever reason does not mean that it is ill repute behind that name.
Isolde's face softens and says, I have had to nurture the health of our name back to some semblance of standing, not for my sake, but for that of my granddaughter. If I had let it languish, and to be truthful, in my depression after the name fell, in my depression, if I had let it stay there, she would have had nothing to grow into, nothing to shelter her or keep her safe when I'm gone. So, I know what it is to rehabilitate something broken. I am glad to see that you do too.
It's not easy.
But it's worth it.
He looks at Maribel. Indeed.
She giggles and swings her feet on the chair when you say indeed.
I do think, though, we should take our leave with a promise, though. The next time I return, it will be returning under that name, Maribel. and will retrieve a black feather and hand it to Isolde.
She saw your wings in the arena. She knows you have some messed up vulture wings. Um,
One of the
she takes it
few
with
healthy ones.
knowledge. Yeah, she takes it with knowledge of what it is. And so help me spitball in this world what that would mean to an Azamir. Is that a
Basically, for an Azamir to bestow one of their feathers, it's a level of trust. And for a fallen Azamir, that is complete trust.
Mm.
So the fact that he has all but basically said who he was.
Mm-hmm.
The handkerchief is the token, but the fact it has his initials, it's kind of letting them know there's something here, but considering their history, he's trying to lay the foundation of, I know, I'm on your side. I just can't say I'm on your side. And so when he hands the feather to Isolde, it's know that there is an angel who will stand behind you when that day comes. Not if. Place it down. When.
So
Isolde.
Lydell is.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say Lydell is getting all of this.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll an insight as to how important this is to Warren?
I'll let you roll an insight, yeah, because you might not be familiar with Azamir culture.
Okay. Insight.
Basically, depending on what you roll.
A 19.
Yeah.
You would pick up the subtle. Roran is trying to create an ally here.
Mm-hmm.
When the chips are on the table and when the revolution basically gets started for real, he's trying to basically say of when the chips are down, I'm going to be standing beside you, and for you to know, one of your champions is on your side. Even if they can't say it.
Right. And I think Lydell will get that. And in his understanding, he just watched you vow protection over this family. And so Lydell knows about protection. And Lydell is not one who does not have his ways of helping. I would say that as Warren is doing this, Lydell will pull out one of his polished stones. And after you're done, and after all of that's taken care of, Lydell will walk over to, what was her name?
Isolde.
Isolde. And he will bow to her, handing this stone to her. Bow to her as one who as a as a servant would someone who's better. Knowing station. That's what I'm trying to. So from a lower station to a higher station, but in
so if
such
it was
a way,
Japanese culture, you'd be bowing lower.
Yeah, but in such a way that shows a
respect
and friendliness, like
and honor,
and yeah, especially honor. Anybody who can make an Aasimar, especially Rorn, give up a feather, I think Lydell now has that respect and honor for them. And he hands the stone to her. It says, ma'am, I can't give you promises such as my friend. I don't know what's going to happen. But what I can give you is the promise that if you ever find a need for protection in this city, you take this stone to the broth to the dwarf at the kitchen, and you tell him that you are now under Talon's protection. Don't you ever tell that name to anybody else.
Isolde looks down at the polished stone and looks up at you and says, "You want me to take Maribel to the derelict district?"
He looks at her and he
If
says, if you can get inside,
this is funny.
yeah, if you can get inside that kitchen, you will be safer there than anywhere else on this planet.
Lady Isolde, this is, like, I will vouch. This is if all fails. If the walls are encroaching and he is trying to snatch her away. Looks at Maribel. This is a place he won't reach.
She looks between you and her elegant hands tighten on this stone, and her fingers grasp the feather in the other hand a little more tightly and says, "Thank you. I have already lost so much to this regime. I don't know what I would do if I lost Maribel too. Thank you."
Go. Kneel down. Give one last gentle hug to Maribel.
Isolde rises out of her chair and begins to like escort you both back to the foyer. And before you leave, Rorn, she wraps her arms around your neck as well and hugs you briefly and whispers in your ear, "My son was almost your height. And withdraws, puts a hand on Maribel's shoulder, and waves to you both from the door as you walk down the sidewalk.
Walking down the sidewalk, Lydell is still making the coin dance.
I feel like that's the business side of Lydell. Like, you've gotten contracts for the first time since you woke up.
Yeah.
Contracts that desperately need to be fulfilled. And this is you doing something with your hands that isn't stabbing somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Thank you for indulging.
that was fun. So that
How much
interaction's
trouble
done.
do you think they're getting into, Lydell?
That's the real question.
Lydell says, if I know Ryker, they're almost about to fight somebody.
Ryker would love to fight his DM.
I'm sure.
Anytime. What's the sheriff, Judd? I'm easy to find.
That's right.
All right, so
and then Lydell says, and if I don't know any better, Red is probably egging him on to try to get him to do it.
that is uncanny. Yeah, so that interaction.
What about Kenji in this? Do you think he will, or no, Genji, because he doesn't know about Kenji.
Do you? Didn't you roll high enough to know?
No, Roran is
No.
still in the dark.
Red
did you
did,
say
I
again,
believe.
though?
Yeah.
Red and Lydell are the only two of the party who have a strong inkling about Kenji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like we
it's
all
Then there's
not-
another Yeah, they haven't met the new person. They haven't like really talked.
Yeah.
And introduced
Roran
her.
has an inkling there's more to Genji considering the fight that they
Yeah.
had one-on-one.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah, so but he didn't roll high enough to really solidify. But he would still considering like Red Iking or Irking Riker on Roran. But I wonder what Genji would do. Do you think he would? Do you think Genji would egg him on too, or do you think he would prevent Riker from doing something stupid?
I think that would depend on whether or not it brought him any um uh
Benefit?
what's that?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction is, yeah. I think if it brought him the satisfaction of seeing somebody and it made him happy,
I
would
think
egg him on.
we should hurry. I think we should hurry.
we should go
It might be a
right
good idea.
now.
We need to. Yes,
Now-
we need to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking that when they get there, Lydell should probably have advantage on seeing whether or not Riker is upset.
Oh, for sure you are. It's not terribly high DC once you all reconvene at the Heart and Hind, because I think Riker would still have the occasional flick of magic around him. Kind of like when you get your blood pressure really high and you see the sparks, or you see the you know, like that, except it's flickers of
Minor
shadow
external.
instead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
minor
there you
external.
go. For
Um,
sure. So roll Roran and Lytle, roll perception check or insight, whichever you prefer, to see what the heck is wrong with old Riker.
Well, I did a perception, and I'm glad I did advantage because one was a 1,
Oh man.
and the other one was a 17, so that would be a 28.
Nice.
Also have advantage for 16, 19.
Okay. Yeah, the DC was 18. You both pick up on Riker's being very, very displeased about something. You get quite into it what, because you weren't there to see him discovering it and patting himself down, but you get the feeling there's something very wrong with old Riker.
as soon as I see Liddell,
Mhm.
I'm going to just kind of look at him and I'm going to subtly do kind of a signal that we've kind of come up with
Yeah.
that we need to connect.
Nice.
I was just gonna say Lydell would connect as fast as he possibly can once he sees that.
And immediately he's just going to heal here. Look! Somebody take my spellbook!
Roran will
I'm
actually, not
bleeping
hearing
it
all of
out
this,
for
but
the
like
audience.
seeing the face, I don't think Roran would actually go up and ask for his scroll and money back immediately.
So Lydell will be completely emotionless. This is something that he has practiced very much with Riker.
Oh yeah.
To
Even though
to
blue
not,
streaking klaxons is going off in your head.
yeah, and he's going to try very hard to be that voice of reason, almost compassion. Something he doesn't do with anybody else. He'll try to help Riker calm down. And if that doesn't work, he's going to cast calm emotions.
I need to do that.
Yeah. Riker might welcome that.
Poke him while it's happening. No, I wouldn't.
Rachel,
be
your M name for bingo, was that actually like a full-on bingo, or was that just on the bingo sheet?
It was just on the bingo sheet. I have no idea
Okay.
where my bingo sheet is. I was just letting everyone else know that they can check off a square.
Oh,
Okay.
Kyle probably would have it.
Yeah.
So then no, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 potential bingos that just need 1 on my screen, on mine.
Uh-huh.
4. No, 4.
Oh, wow.
They're just missing 1.
This has been a good sheet.
I'm gonna have to find my sheet because I lost it.
Oh my gosh, I go to all this effort for you guys. It's fine. Nope, it's fine. It's fine.
But I have all the other inspiration things.
At least you're counting that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm giving you crap.
No, I would
can...
say that Lydell will try to communicate that compassion and his of course, what can I do to help and stuff like that, and just see if that helps bring the emotional explosions down to more of little firecrackers.
Level.
So now, you just recently told me that you kill people, right?
I would say at that, Lydell will lose it.
He's trying to hire him already.
He will. He's not outright laughing, but
Oh,
for the first time, Ryker says something, he'll see that snicker, and Lydell like yeah. And he just go like,
I'm not joking, man, Lydell. I need this person to suffer.
Persons. There's
On a
2 names
border.
There's 2 names on your nose.
Royal asked who he thinks is Genji. Was he not able to find the spells that he was looking for and that I asked him to get? Is that why he's so frustrated?
I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. This is just hilarious. I never asked.
Ditto, but
all right, where'd it go? So I mean, knowing that so this is not typical Ryker. This is Ryker like 3.0 in anger. So
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will cast calm emotions on him.
You can choose to fail the save. Yeah.
Oh no. I need to actually roll for this. I'm pissed.
What? Is this the second campaign we've had the calm emotion spell is being cast on a party member and not?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, me and Rachel made a habit of that in campaign 1, and it was glorious.
Yes.
So
what was the save?
It's a wisdom 14.
I did.
Oh no, I'm
I had
sorry.
A
Charisma
20,
14.
Wisdom what now?
Charisma. Oh,
Charisma
okay.
14.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Charisma. That's where you got me. If it was wisdom, I would have killed you. No, I had 11.
So you let's see, you
chill out,
feel
homie.
kind of an emotional wet blanket kind of
so it's
fall
everybody
over you.
within a 20-foot radius of me.
Oh my god. It's everybody.
That's right.
Of course. All
right, everyone roll a charisma check. I mean, we're all here.
Roll a charisma check. Okay.
Or is a charisma saving throw? My bad, I can't speak.
It's
15.
It's a charisma saving throw.
A 12.
Yeah, your emotions kind of level out as well.
Yeah, you mellow. What? You feel a lot better.
You mellow.
15, but Roran kind of feels the feeling past him, but there really wasn't anything to calm, so it doesn't affect him.
If anything, the door in your mind rattles a little bit less loudly for a second before the spell passes over you. You hear Genji get just a touch quieter in your head, Kenji.
Okay. Oh.
It's the first time you've even felt a semblance of being alone, because you're not alone. It's like your other person is in a room adjacent to you playing a loud video game and suddenly they've muted the television.
Oh, so was I supposed to roll as Genji then?
Nope.
Oh,
So
okay.
No, you
in
did.
my head, you're two minds in the same body. You
Right.
hear him get a little quieter. That's all.
Okay.
Red, I
Weird.
assume you passed.
15 for mine.
Okay, so nearly everyone passes. Kenji does not, and Ryker definitely does not.
Well, Lydell didn't think about everybody else when he cast it, so this is
Yeah.
something I would say that Lydell had picked up because of Ryker. Because, you know, the two of them, I mean, things would rattle Ryker faster than they would Lydell. And so
Right.
he's learned over the years that, you know what, this helps Ryker come back down to being able to think clearly. And
Yeah.
you know, he would never do this to hurt Ryker, but
no,
I mean,
but he gets a little bit hysterical sometimes, and
sometimes, and you know,
Ryker's. No, I hate it when you do this.
Lydell says, "Well, you know, I hate it when I have to."
Yes, that's true. But I would say that I have a very good reason at this moment. And while
I'm
my
not
emotions
saying
are now calmer, the white hot seething rage in my heart has not quite dimmed. I still would like to know if you will kill these people. Whether that or just turn aside when I kill them.
I would hesitate to say that they have done something worthy of full on death. However, I would say a strongly worded letter maybe a little bit forthcoming to start and see where that
Riker,
goes.
have you explained the terms of the letter that you received in place of your spell book?
No, he has not. So right now, Lydell is kind of like, you know, he understands. Let me go back a little bit, because this is now that I think about it, this is his spell book. So this is extremely important.
Yeah, it's his spellcasting focus.
Yes,
He
and
can't
so
perform magic without it.
thinking about it, Lydell says, I would like to learn a little bit more about who's done this to see if we can get it back, and to see if they're truly deserving. But yes, if they are, I think that I would be inclined to take on your contract, and probably for a low fee.
The friends and family discount, baby.
I mean, no
Thank you.
true
You
assassin
don't have-
ever does anything for free.
No.
You know,
Lytle does not have his blade for free, okay? He is a skilled artisan. Okay? The amount of work and labor he's had to put in that blade to get it to, yeah, absolutely.
Riker's
Great.
like, thank you. You have no idea what I have done in order, like, what I have gone through to make sure I have for this spell book, and I will do no less than full on skin alive whoever took my spell book, if it means getting it back.
Oh, goodness.
Lydell is in the back of his mind. There is a little amusement to it, because he thinks back to the times where he's removed spell books from wizards, and the absolute joy of seeing them not be able to cast as he plunges his blade into their black hearts. But he knows that Lydell, or I mean Ryker, is not one of those, and does not deserve to have his spell book stolen. He may deserve to be, smacked around a little bit here and there, but to have that stolen is no, that's that takes it too far, and so he's a little as much as he's a little amused by it, he's also a little perturbed by it because now this presents a problem for their group, and that was the last thing that he really needed. So I would say that he pushes Ryker to know how do you know who took it.
Left pocket.
So of course Lyle will look in the left pocket and pull it out, and he starts looking at it.
Well,
No
yeah,
smile comes with.
Sleight of hand. Yeah, so he's kind of indicating that he wants you to do it subtly with sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. So let me see if I can do that. Oh
At
yeah.
this point, Rord will, sensing a calmer Riker. Were you then not able to procure the scroll that I asked if you could? Is this the cause of the temperament? You did not get a good deal?
Riker kind of shakes himself from the intense stare down he's having with Lydell right now as they're having a conversation. Sorry, what scroll? Oh, your scroll. Your scroll. That scroll. Yes, scroll. I'll give him his scroll.
As he's giving him his scroll, I rolled a 31 to remove the note from his pocket without anyone knowing.
Thank you. Bennett holds out his hand.
Sorry, I was.
Oh, right. Totally forgot. Sorry. And I'll put it. I'll give him 10 gold pieces.
And still out.
You have the receipt.
Yeah, he specifically asked for a receipt.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm just distracted. There's the receipts. Yeah. Oh, and you had, I think, a few more coins. Here you go.
Now, if I remember, it was
180.
200, but you got 180, so you should have 20 back.
Mm-hmm. And that is
Does
reflected
he-
on the receipt.
But yeah, it was 10, and then he gives. Oh yeah, the receipt, and 10 more coins.
Was that so hard?
Sorry, I was distracted. I just got a lot of things on my mind.
Clearly, if this was not what perturbed you so. However, I still thank you for... And that scroll will go next to an ease of access up top.
Okay.
No, my friend, if you want me to, if you wanted it to, I could transcribe that into my spell book, and I would be able to cast it for you anytime you wanted, if you want, just an option. But you just wanted to have one private message, that's fine. But if you need more than one, you're gonna need. All right.
Sending is third or fourth for
Third, I believe.
I think so.
No, it's a fourth.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Thought it was a fourth.
I'm sending 5E. Third level.
Was wrong.
Okay.
So,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but transcribing the spell scroll does not destroy it, correct? I don't see why it would. You're just copying it, right?
I thought it destroyed it.
I think for a spell
actually
scroll,
know.
it will destroy the scroll because they're temporary, one-time use. So either you
I don't
cast
actually
it
know.
or you transcribe. I think, but I think
That's my
even with
impression.
Albus, I don't even think with Albus you did much transcribing of spells
At all.
So this is
He
like
didn't at all.
This is one of the first times we've had someone
Yeah.
trying to.
I mean, that might be one of those things I homebrew the rule on because I don't see why literally copying it would destroy it.
Copy
So
the spell
I'm
into the
comfortable.
spellbook.
I
Fellas,
know what
copy.
rules is written probably says, but I would think like I'm not gonna make that
Yeah.
happen. Because I want you to have the ability to cast it, Rorn, at will, like with your singular use scroll. But I also, if Ryker wants to put it in his book when he gets it back, uh, he should have the ability to do that.
Actually, so yeah, then Riker, roll a persuasion against Rorn on that thing about put it into the spellbook.
19.
Actually, I don't think even can roll a high enough counter considering my charisma, because I have a flat -1.
Give it a try.
Oh, I had a 14 out of 15 on the die because I have a -1 charisma.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Well, if you
Fair
want,
points. When we Riker, when we camp for the night, I will hand it to you and you can transcribe it into your spellbook.
Sounds fantastic.
I'll hold on to it for safekeeping until then.
Totally
he
fine.
So
So
at this
this-
time, Lydell,
I just say, Lydell, while they're doing this, Lydell has turned around so that you can't see what he's doing. And he's read this note probably 2 or 3 times now.
yeah.
Without a snicker, without anything coming through. He's very, very stoic.
Yeah.
And in his mind, he says, it seems to me that the easiest thing that you could do, although the most humiliating, would be to put on the makeup and draw them out to give you your spellbook back.
I
do
have
understand.
no problem putting the makeup on for the spellbook.
Are
I
they
will
just
do
having this
whatever
conversation
it would take
between?
for my spellbook.
so
But I am going to make suffer for touching.
What'd you say, Kenji?
Oh, I was asking if they were having this
In the
Out
head.
loud.
or in their head, but
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
mental.
This is a. We get 4 minutes at a pop, and so we're using that right now.
Which I read that to mean when I was Muriel, 4 minutes of speech, not 4 minutes of time.
oh,
It says it's up to 4 minutes, so
Yeah.
I
It can
didn't
be
know.
either it can be 4 minutes by a clock, or it can be 4 minutes of I'm speaking for 5 seconds and then the time stops. I speak for another 5 seconds and then the time stops.
like a chess clock
that's-
where
Yeah, like a chess clock. Thank you for the
I would say-
analogy.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
and that's
I
the
think
DM offering you, so
Yep.
I
I'm
was
here to
gonna
help.
say this. I would say that at this point though, Lydell says, let's pull them out and find out what the whole deal is. He's trying to get Ryker to understand that we're not going to be able to just kill these people.
Not with
out
that
in daylight,
attitude.
broad daylight.
Why not? Yeah, but not with that attitude. That's a bad attitude. Let's change that. Turn that frown upside down.
But let's make them walk with us and explain what they were doing. His kind of thing. And he's wondering, how he's going to do this, because everything that he knows how to do is silencing them for good. He's not sure he knows how to just pull.
But see, he's easiest road, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Good old acronym.
Yep, we'll do that. And so he lets him know, wear the makeup, get your spell book back, and let's play it by ear from there how we can do this.
It's probably about noon by now. Barkeep comes up and sets your table with just some sandwiches and stuff like that. If you wanted to go to get supplies, you don't necessarily have to do that yourself. You could actually tell the barkeep what you want. He will happily arrange it for you.
Sounds like a
Save
good
time,
idea.
literally. Should we pool then?
Let's find out. Give him a list of supplies that we want, and give him some extra money to be able to get it, and let's get ready to get on out of here.
There is a cost of living daily associated with D&D, and it is, let me find it. Yeah. So it ranges from squalid, which is it's rice and beans and not even a lot of it, up to aristocratic, which is basically the level you have been eating at while you're under the roof of the Heart and Hind. Squalid is 1 silver piece, aristocratic is 10 gold pieces minimum. We're just going to leave it at 10. Comfortable daily rations is 2 gold pieces per day.
I know Lydell likes to be comfortable.
Should we get a week? 2 weeks?
Okay.
I have 10 gold pieces left. I'll just say that.
So you got 5 days
What
of
does-
rations unless y'all hunt.
What does
forage.
Ryker go to?
Well, Roar's holding on to at least 1,600 gold from you, Ryker? Or no, Lydell?
Lydell, and
Fish.
he's
I spend all my money like a drug addict.
yeah. Well,
You're the only. Okay, to be fair, Jesse, Ryker is the only one who is actively needs to spend money thus
Right.
far in terms of their stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Ryker is
Yeah.
like Ryker is like me at a tea shop or a yarn store. Just black out and spend it all. I understand. Okay, so you're gonna get 5 days of rations at 10 gold or at 2 gold pieces a pop, unless you want to go modest, in which case you can stretch that to 10 days total, 1 gold piece
actually, I
per
was
day.
gonna say because he's more rustic and used to living with very little, minimal comfort. He would probably do that.
Okay,
but he wants to make sure that Ryker is okay. I don't know how much. So he probably would spend at least 2 gold on a day on Ryker for the same amount of time. So I would say 30 gold to
30
cover
total.
both he and Ryker for at least 10 days.
Okay.
And then he will find out how the others are doing on gold, and because honestly he did do all that so that he could help cover the expenses of the group.
Oh, sure. Kenji,
Because he
do you
wants
want
to be
to
able to-
live modestly or comfortably on the road? Has
Whichever
Genji
one's a
gotten
little-
the finer? Has Genji gotten a taste for the finer things of life?
Well, even if he did, Kenji would be like, no,
Genji's in charge.
go for the less expensive one.
So an additional 10 for you. Okay. So Lydell subtract 20. Do you want to pay for Rikers? Is that what I'm understanding? Lydell?
Yeah.
Okay. Subtract 30. Kenji, subtract 10. Red, what do you want? Do you want modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic?
I'll do modest.
Okay. 10 gold pieces a pop. Or 10 total for you for 10 days of rations. So deduct 10, and then Roran, what do you want?
Modest to 10 gold.
Okay. Cool beans. Everybody deduct a little gold accordingly. And the gentleman who runs the Heart and Hind takes your gold, takes down the necessity list of what you want, explains that, like, he may have to fib on or ad lib on some of these things just because it depends on what the market has, but he'll set you up as good as he knows how.
Appreciate it.
He smiles at you, kind of like because you intimidate him probably the most. Rorn, he can kind of understand. You have not spoken nearly a word to him, and he just like scampers off with your money.
The golden man who killed 3 dragons, he's perfectly okay with. The
He
one who
can
couldn't
kind
even
of
handle 1 dragon,
right.
but doesn't have to say much.
So you look the most intimidating on the surface until somebody gets to know you. Then they understand you're just like you're just Rorn. You know, you're not necessarily violent on the outset. But
Scare.
Kenji has freaking face tattoos. And if there's one thing we know from prison shows, face tattoos
And he's
are
quiet.
red flag. Yes, and you're more quiet by far. So
Yeah.
okay.
Fair enough.
He
Fair enough. I can
he
see.
estimates it'll take him about an hour to get that all from the market. So in the meantime, you guys kind of pack your belongings, say goodbye to your feather beds, um, do any last, hygiene or habitual things you would like to do. Did you say something about, do you want to change your facial hair, Rorn? Did we talk about that somehow? Or are you going to keep it?
For the moment, that stays because the terms, when the facial hair comes off, that is, he wants people to know.
Mm. He's not hiding anymore.
Exactly.
I like it.
The need for the mask is still present.
Yeah. But who is that mask for? Fooling you or fooling everyone else?
Yes.
He's trying to reconcile himself presently
Mm.
because, again, what is present is just a mask. True Rorn is presently behind a door. But when True Rorn comes out, there's not going to be a way to hide that he's back from the dead. It's kind of like Lydell with Talon. Like once that Band-Aid rips off, you can't put it back on. And at least for the moment, Rorn has that benefit so much as he thinks. Everyone thinks that matters still thinks he's dead.
The biggest help y'all have right now is that nobody looks for dead people.
Exactly. Once that's
I have
gone.
a question.
What's that, Lytle?
Ryker, did you lose the feather in your hat? Did you ever get that back? Do you still have the hat though?
Yeah, I still have my tricorn.
Okay.
No, I don't think I. Did the dressmaker give me a nice feather?
That's a
No,
question.
he took the burnt remains of the one you had. We never replaced it.
Okay.
So, Lydell will, as the barkeep is on his way out, Lydell will ask him to look for a replacement feather. Something,
Okay.
Something that would indicate, honor, courage, and royalty for Ryker. And he gives him an extra 2 gold pieces to do it.
Really
For
nice.
one
Okay.
feather. Ryker is, or Lydell is trying very hard to make sure that you are not scared of him or that you still are his friend. Because remember, Lydell doesn't have friends. He's not about to lose one.
Yeah, the only friend you have.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Cool. So you guys have rearranged your packs, tightened your straps, making your way downstairs one by one as you're ready and kind of awaiting the return of the barkeep of the Heart and Hind with your rations. And Riker, you're left upstairs all alone. Is there anything you'd like to do before leaving?
Ryker will sit in front of the mirror
Uh-huh.
and just stare at himself for a second. Do this. Not the worst thing you've done for that book. Be a breeze. And I can guarantee I won't regret this death. And I'll put on clown makeup.
All right. I'm enjoying this a little too much. So Riker comes downstairs with his backpack on and his traveling robes and his boots.
I think
And
it's
he's wearing
fair.
clown makeup.
I think it's fair in this instance. You said he has to wear clown makeup. I feel it's fair Riker gets to choose what clown.
Absolutely. You can choose your face paint at this carnival, friend.
I choose
What?
the Airbender, the warriors that do the paint.
Yeah.
You're,
Sure.
Oh, you're
With
more
the-
Kyoshi. You try to make it as sophisticated as
Nice.
you can with your
Nice.
palette.
Mm-hmm.
See
Very
how to
nice.
went with the Joker.
Kenji was holding a snort, trying so hard not to
I'll
laugh.
have you know that this is a sacred wizard rite.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Nat 20, baby. Come on, Nat 20.
Well, I did. I got an at 20.
22.
Oh my god.
Oh, good. Yay!
What'd you get?
I rolled a 2 on my deception check.
Yeah,
I think that
Rachel, what did you
everyone,
get?
that encapsulates this perfectly. You said you rolled a 2. That's in 0, 2.
Oh, and then add my modifier. I have 3.
Rolled 5.
No. I rolled a 3.
Pardon me. Everyone sees right through you. Which is quite the feat, because grace paint is thick.
He's bearing
Riker,
it.
you're-
I'm
Yep.
bearing the shame.
Yep.
Head up
He's
high.
just-
Shoulders back. Inside, I'm dying, but outside, I'm holding it together.
Sorry, that's fantastic. Okay. Barkeep comes back, starts divvying out the bags of rations, and gets to you, Riker, and says, and just doesn't say anything because he would not dare be rude to the champion of Dessel, but just like hands over your bag and then quickly runs into the kitchen.
Yeah, I'll just give him this bombastic side eye, like,
Bastic side eye. It's so good. It's so good.
What? So before we head out, Lytle looks over at Riker and says, "Riker, my friend, I had him get me a gift for you." And he hands him the feather. And he says, "It's because you're honorable and you are royal." And he hands it to him to put on his hat.
DM, what
this-
does this feather look like?
It looks like a cross between a phoenix coloration and a peacock's feather. It's probably the nicest feather you've ever seen, and it goes with the palette of your attire really, really well. Has enough of a bob to it that it'll move when you walk. Potentially distracting. Definitely looks like something very fancy.
Thank you, Lindell. You are a true friend. Take off my hat, put it in. I will walk out with the shreds of my dignity. Just absolutely
Leans down to
torn to
Lydell. You are going to make him tell us the story of what and why.
The feather in the hat.
He looks over at Warren and he says,
Yeah.
well, if he doesn't, I just might.
Yes. Lord will. Very confused. He's not poking fun. He's more caught off guard of just. This is very un-Ryker.
Yeah.
Why is our wizard dressed like a clown?
Yeah, Kenji's not making fun. He's just laughing at him.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not making jokes about him. I'm laughing at him. That's different.
Right. It is what it is.
And if I almost can see red tears and snot coming down. He's laughing so hard. Just
Red's not doing anything to hide it.
no, because we've had plenty of conversations where I know what Red's thinking.
Yeah.
It's like he's got a bubble over his head.
You, Ryker, I'm just going to go ahead and assign the RP dice to you because for this session, because the way you straightened that tricorn hat sent me just, I'm dead. I'm deceased. So take your inspiration. That was fantastic. As you guys step out, yes, very well deserved for being a good sport. As you step out of the Heart and Hind, the sun is overhead, like solidly. And weirdly enough, there's still some people like gathering who have heard through the grapevine that you were departing. Whether they're know to be on the lookout for that, based on the time frame of the big fight that you had with the dragon, or Mr. Heart and Hind has spilled a little beans. You don't know. But there's not as big as the crowd that welcomed you into Dessel, but definitely some people gathering along the road's edge as you make your way through town to depart. What is the general mood of each of you as you go to exit Dessel?
I know that Lydell is watching, looking for red hands who are trying to,
kill you.
Kill us for any reason. Why, I don't know, but and generally just watching out for danger of every kind, for the simple fact that it just seems to follow them. So why not expect it? So
fair. What about you, Red? What are you
I think in general, just happy to be out of that city.
Yeah, you're more of a wild guy.
Not a huge fan of the living.
There's a few undead along the sides of the road. Completely like devoid of consciousness behind the eyes, but are drawn to the crowd. That's right, yeah. And they still make you furious. And what they represent makes you even more furious. And once again, inside, you vow, from hell, high water, or your own stone-cold corpse on the ground, you are going to do something about it. How about you, Rowan? What is your kind of mood as you're exiting?
He is holding on to the probably outside of Boy. Maribel and Isolde are the one thing that he now holds on to as kind of a something to fight for. That's not
end of the world related.
Tainted as his previous. So he's lighter And he's actually not as RBF as he usually is. There's a little bit of a relaxedness to that. Mostly also because he is completely confused. Riker's thrown him off. And he's actually not looking around too much because he thinks Lydell is on his A game. So if he needs to be told or informed something is about to happen, Lydell will let him know.
Oh yeah.
Lord
You guys
knows
have bonded. You guys have bonded over your side quest to Broth. You trust him a little bit more now than you did before.
Yeah, Lydell's no longer at the bottom. He's up a few rungs. There's still a little bit of mistrust with him overall, his perception or profession and stuff, but
yeah.
Be fair, you also have a sketchy profession.
yeah, I think it's more of the stealing. That still is like Ward killed people, but he never stole.
I would say that
moral codes is so funny to me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. The dissimilarities.
Lydell does not have hurt feelings over being mistrusted. That's probably the least thing for him. You don't trust me? Okay. I don't care. It's not that. So I would say that it's not that he doesn't care that you don't trust him. It's that he doesn't care that you don't trust him. I don't know how else to explain it. It's
he doesn't make
nice
it obvious.
If you do.
It's more of a the professional courtesy is there. It's just internally in terms of if I can only save one of you.
Right.
Right.
Red is on a high podium that all of you are trying to basically match. It's a contest to see who outside of Red is Roaring going to save if the cards are on the table.
Right. He's got 2 arms. He can tuck one of you under each. Who's in the second arm?
Exactly. Red is guaranteed. Red's ticket is bought guaranteed. It's just who's that second person.
I won't say neener to you guys, but neener.
Oh goodness. How about you, Kenji? How are you striding out of the city?
Well, I mean, the fight didn't exactly go the way that he was hoping, but it was, I don't know if cathartic's the word, but it felt really good to actually be matched up with something so close to his power. And so he's kind of excited to see what we run into next, basically.
Nice.
I feel like I said that kind of those quarterbacks at the very end of the game. Oh, you know what?
Out of breath, sweating, just absolutely. I love it so much. And finally, Mr. Ryker, as the crowd continues to thicken on your way out of the city, what are your thoughts?
Of course, more people come to watch this, of course. And just the white hot searing rage that is just I have not been this pissed in about a year and a half. And,
a year and a half, huh?
Yeah, I guess that would be longer than a year and a half, but since a year and a half, my time, since I started
17 and a half years.
Before your dirt nap.
We've only been alive for what, a week?
A week, yeah, we can change. How long have you guys been alive?
No, it's been 2 weeks because we had some travel time, I think.
That's true.
Well, still.
You can count that up eventually. Okay, wonderful. Ryker, somewhere in your head, Ryker, behind the cloud makeup and your face burning, comes a voice that you recognize from before. You had brushed it off then, standing triumphantly over the many-headed dragon you'd slain, when it had whispered to you, "Good job, friend." And now it comes back, and it snickers softly, at once mocking and seething, friendly with an edge of madness. Look, look at how they laugh at you. Even your so-called party. Wouldn't it be funnier to see all their minds burning? Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
That is a wisdom save. Yeah, it's a 28.
Okay. Uh, you're going to push back on me for this, but I'm telling you the truth. That's a failure.
Whoa.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Your
Something. I
your
think
eye
something's about to like overrule you. Just like, no. You lost my
Uh-oh.
spell book. Time to flex.
your eyesight blurs down to a tunnel of clarity, like looking down a wavering tunnel of sight. And everywhere you look in this overlaid vision, your friends, all the people lining these streets, clutching their heads, clawing at their faces, screaming and writhing and falling to the ground in agony, all without a drop of blood, without a lick of flame, without one misshapen limb. And you know, with sickening, displaced, not even your own emotion, satisfaction, that this is phantasmal fire in action. This is one of the spells you were hoping to write. As you look down at your own hands automatically to see if they're crooked in a spell casting posture, you go to check the somatic component of a spell that you maybe cast, maybe didn't. You're not sure. The vision blurs over your hands like a filter, and the voice in your head says, that knowledge comes at a price. Nothing serious, of course. You can speak to it.
And what price?
Oh, nothing unusual. Just at some undisclosed time in the future, I get to cast a spell through your hands. No tricks, no cheating, no piloting you around, just one casting.
I have spent my life being manipulated, used, abused, all with promises something better. I control my own destiny. I will not give that away for something I can figure out on my own.
The voice,
And I will mentally
yeah,
brush back, try and brush this. Um, I will try and mentally brush this voice away.
roll another wisdom saving throw.
That's 24.
Um, the voice is not dissuaded, not until it wants to leave. And it starts to cackle in your head in a way that makes your temples pound and suddenly stops. You already gave me your fate. I gave you a spell already, and you cast it. It's just a matter of time before you realize what the stakes truly are that you play for. And the sooner you lock into the game, the sooner the rewards can start flowing and the pain can stop. And like a sucking wound in your head, this voice removes itself. And the cavernous aloneness of having been filled with the presence of whatever this was in your skull, and then suddenly suddenly shrunk back down to just you. Take a d6 of damage, psychic damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me, or do you want me to roll it?
I'll roll it. You get 2 damage. You kind of come out of this fugue state. Everyone roll me a perception check to see if you notice if Ryker has been off for the minute or so this conversation occurred in.
Yeah, 10.
You should do it with
just use my
disadvantage because I am walking with clown makeup and obviously
That's fair. I'll allow it.
obviously
Roll disadvantage because 1, I imagine Ryker would be in the back of the group, and 2, because he's in cloud makeup.
At disadvantage, I have a 23, and my passive is 26.
Okay.
I roll flat because I have advantage on perception, so that's going to be a 21, strangely.
Yeah, still a 10.
Kenji, what'd you roll? Hopefully with your physical dice.
An 8, but my passive is 15.
Take your passive. So only Lytle, which fits because he knows Ryker best, notices that Ryker snaps out of this state and looks like he's got a sudden brain freeze headache. What do you say to him?
Lada will walk up right next to Ryker, hand on the small of his back, and just say, look straight ahead, walk straight ahead, and I'll just kind of hold you, and you'll be all right. Kind of like, I got you, just keep going.
Ryker, how do you react to respond to this?
there's the slightest flinch of from his presence before he just kind of that's the only response, and he just kind of goes back and walking. He's got his head up in as dignified a manner as he possibly can. Just he's starting to, between the rage and this new thing, like he's starting to feel really, really heavy right now. But he's not going to let it show if it kills him.
You guys
But it
are.
seems like the White Elk can see right through him, so.
You know him the best of everybody.
Well, yeah.
Which is ironic because you guys didn't share your backstories until literally yesterday.
This morning, technically.
Yeah.
Right. So you guys, let me put up the thing. You thought you were going to get away without a map tonight. You were wrong.
Nope.
Ooh.
Goody.
Okay, let me move the ribbon. 1 second. Where is the ribbon? Good gosh. Can I just move party ribbon here?
Go ahead and tell me something comes out after us.
Can everyone see?
No.
No.
I see I
Oh,
see a
hang on.
gate.
I'm not. I need to launch the. Need to launch the game, don't I?
There we go. That way.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Cool.
as you approach the gate, let's just pretend this road is not lined with any more people, like they were further back in the town. You see waiting for you, or as if he's waiting for you at the gate, that same half orc that you beat in the arena some days ago. What was his name? Um, Bograt. Yeah, that guy. Um, and he is still, bandaged up, still looks kind of, beaten. Um, Borgot the Knuckle. You guys come back and forth and finally conclude. Um, and says, "How does it feel to be humiliated on a public stage?"
Was he saying that too?
Lido looks at him.
Well, all of you, but mostly to Ryker.
Lido will speak up and look at him and say, "We wouldn't know. Not like you."
Um, cool. The half orc.
he is saying it to him as though to egg him on. Like, come on, bring it on, buddy.
No, he's okay. Got it. I see what you said now. He whistles, and from somewhere in these alleys floats a little ball of shimmering green sparks. And those shimmering green sparks kind of it's beeline, ironically, is a misnomer because bees don't travel in straight lines. They kind of do the weavy weave. Bees its way over to you, Riker, and it's carrying your spell book. And when you get close enough to it, you notice it's an imp. It's a imp like, no, it's a pixie. And she hands off the spellbook to you and does a little curtsy in her little tulip petal dress and says, "Flint Cinderface and Mrs. Perigal send their regards." That's me. I'm Mrs. Perigal. And off.
I'd like to open my book, and I would like to
Yeah.
cast Death Visions on
On
him.
Borgat or the okay.
On,
Well,
yeah.
while you were doing that, while you were watching Mrs. Perigal approach you, uh, the rest of his team was stepping out of the alleys and surrounding him. Do you still want to cast Death Visions?
Oh yeah, I am so mad.
Is there a save for Death Visions?
Yes, let me find it. I've figured out. I've been working on trying to add it into D&D Beyond, but it's been a pain. So sometimes it's there,
It is.
sometimes.
No, it is a
So,
pain
hold on.
for sure.
Okay. Because I don't.
Roran's hand goes up and grabs not his sword, the parcel on his back, and takes 2 steps forward.
Ooh. You guys are on the map. Feel free to arrange your tokens.
Lido's sword in his hand.
Yeah, they need to make a charisma saving throw of 18.
All right. Borgat rolled a 5. Or Borgat. I keep saying his name wrong. Dustin, I'm sorry. Borgat doesn't roll off the tongue. He fails.
All right, then let me roll the damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you're all going ahead of the armored
I'm-
wall, but
Lydell is not about to leave Ryker. So I don't know
Sorry.
why he went ahead of the armored wall, but
Sorry, DM. This
You're fine, honey.
D&D
Do what you gotta do.
D&D Beyond is a pain.
It is.
Sometimes.
It is. Do better, D&D Beyond.
I guess
please.
it's kind of pointless for Roran to basically say, you don't want to do this.
Pointless. You can still talk your way out of fighting if you don't want to fight.
Oh, no, that's not a... Roran's basically...
That is 20 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
And they are
That is-
incapacitated.
Okay. Awesome.
Are they able to, with incapacitated, can they understand if someone was talk to them? Would they be able to perceive that, or would they just kind of be like
Yeah,
dazed?
it's not. What is incapacitated? Incapacitated is kind of weird. It's not like you can't do anything.
Yeah, that's why
it's no physical function, but your cognitive function remains intact, is what I understand.
Imagine Roran would see Ryker do Riker's thing. See, does it hit all 4 of them, or just
It only hits the one.
Just
Just
one.
Borgat?
Yeah. It can't take actions or reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me say this one time only. Take him and get out of the way. Please. Because if you don't...
I'm killing him. Killing them all.
I'm afraid I will not be able to stop him.
Yeah, good luck stopping him. Roll an intimidation or persuasion. Roran's choice.
Roran does not persuade.
Yeah.
He's basically saying, this is your one chance to leave with your life.
Roll it with advantage as well, given the scenario.
It's funny because Lydell persuades, Warren intimidates.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
yep.
you roll a nat 20, Roran?
With a natural 20 for a 23, it's not like the other boys rolling their natural 20s with a 30.
Right. The one carrying a staff in some very athletic looking robes steps forward in Borgat's incapacitation. And I'm going to let you roll it against him specifically because he's like the de facto leader. He fails a counter intimidation. Okay. So here's how this is going to go. The bugbear, who is here, is going to snarl with displeasure and say, "We don't need this smoke. Flynn already got what he wanted out of this. Borgat already got what he wanted out of this. Let's just go." And her limbs and shape start to blur with magic. And in a second or two, she has become a large horse. And the other two load Borgat up on her back. And they skedaddle.
Can I cast another spell while they're loading him up? Because I'm pissed.
Sure.
Roran will actually reach out to grab you at that point.
Roll a dexterity saving throw to keep Ryker, to catch Ryker before he can put the spell off.
Fair enough.
And I roll an Arcana because
Yes.
this is my this is me. This is my thing.
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Roll an Arcana.
17 dex save to
Mhm.
try and.
I rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
Boy, Jesse, them dice are telling a story for you lately. 17 was the
Let's
DC, Roran. So you managed to snatch Riker's hand out of the air before he crooks a finger in aggression against these clearly retreating individuals. And you do the youth pastor pinky thing, just ow, 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 ow.
actually no, he's not.
I'm thinking like
It's
the wrist grab where it's
Yeah.
gentle. It's just insistent. It's like
Insisting,
it's not,
you know?
not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna make you go this way.
Yeah, basically.
you took
What?
your pound. They're taking their lives. Had they stayed, I would not have done this. But they took their lives.
The
You notice that Lydell's hand is kind of smoking from where he decided not to throw a firebolt.
right. You snuffed it out in your hand like a cigarette. Riker, as you had cast Death Visions, you know, the spell that your friend gave you, you couldn't help but hear the wash of a giggle in the back of your head, but you had brushed it off, and then the rest of everything that just happened. This group, whoever they are, Borgot's friends, I suppose, retreat. And the only thing left in this area is on the roof of the building, kind of to the 4 o'clock of the horse-drawn carriage, appears a halfling man with a mischievous red bearded face, and the pixie kind of orbiting his aura. And he does a double finger guns at you lot and
Roran releases
vanishes.
Riker's hand. Roran promised those 4. The second they do that, Roran's like, basically, release
Yep.
this. So if you want to do anything, Riker,
Now's your
Roran's
chance.
not going to stop you. He has his
Riker,
code. They were allowed to leave.
Riker, what would you like to do?
Do I recognize that? You said the pixie is one of the ones that.
The pixie is the one orbiting. Do you see on the roof where I've revealed him?
Yeah.
The red-haired little halfling guy. Yeah, you see him. The pixie is clearly he's clearly calling the shots for the pixie.
I'm gonna show a little bit of restraint, and I'm not gonna destroy the city. The fireball. I am going to cast though a 5th level catapult. I'm just gonna take this like brick that is like a loose brick off the building and send it slamming at both of them.
All right. There's 3 parts. There's 3 aspects to catapult, is there not? Do you send all 3 of them at once? I forget.
No, it's just I can send one object between 1 and 5 pounds.
Okay.
And
I accidentally hit a damage roll for you. Just ignore that. Continue.
So I just like if I can get both of them, that'd be great. If I can just like line it up because it's the ones at Pixie. That's my thought. Was just otherwise I'll just
roll to hit, or is it a save? Hang on.
the save.
Okay, so they both make a dexterity save. 1 moment, please. That would be an 18 from the halfling.
That saves. Meets beats.
And a 20 from Lady Purgle.
That saves.
Uh, the brick grows a little bit too wide. To be fair, it's a amorphic kind of ball of sparkles from this distance, and Flynn is half as tall as a normal person. Um, they both laugh a little bit, high five each other, and vanish in a cascade of green sparks.
Ryker is just like so
Furious.
pissed. He is
Yeah,
just like, yeah, he's on the edge right now.
I'm sure he's not gonna let this go, not by a long shot. We're done with the activity. Y'all can leave roll
I,
20 if you want.
I
Yes.
I'm gonna say that Lydell turns Riker to him and casts Mary Poppins on his face to remove the makeup.
No, I'm kidding. The makeup comes off. It's mundane makeup.
As you turn it, like at that moment, like the makeup has started to streak as his frustrated tears have started to come out. And as you remove it, you're kind of struck with really just how young Riker is,
Yeah.
and you see this basically this boy that's been trying to hold it together and be a man and do things that most men never have to do, and who has just had one thing after another hit him, and he is at this point, like, the frustration and the anger and the ineptitude, the inability to do anything, the helplessness is starting to leak out as some of the cracks in his, like, or mask is starting to crack a little bit.
Right. And he just turns him back towards the road, and there I don't think we've done 4 minutes worth of talk, so I
No.
think we're still connected. And he
Yeah.
just kind of tells him, walk, think about good things. I'm right here, and let yourself let yourself lose the anger and calm yourself down, and we'll get through this. And you almost hear, um, I think because of that, Lydell, this is going to be reaching into his backstory. Lydell suddenly feels more, almost more fatherly to Riker at that moment, uh, wishing that he could have grown up with his father to know what to do at this point. And it's one of those things, I think, where their friendship kind of the friendship never allowed for that depth. But now seeing this, uh, Lydell just saw what. So Lydell is opposed to bullies to the point where if he sees it, he will attack it with extreme abandon. And that's exactly what he saw. And he could do nothing about it. So at this point, I think if Riker were to have asked him to 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 pull a contract on those two now, he wouldn't have just agreed. He would have done it with
Extreme
with a,
prejudice.
yes, because at this point now he sees this as bullies.
Mm.
And that's just that you just crossed the line with that one. Um, it's one thing for us in the group as we're growing close to be able to, tease each other and do things. That's a group thing, but outsiders coming in, that's
Right.
you're
Different story.
yeah, that is worthy of a slow, painful, mind-altering death.
Mind all.
Because he can.
Everyone can bully Riker except y'all.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
like the little brother. We can pummel him and beat him.
Only
No
we
one
get
else
to
is.
beat
That's
him
right.
up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But even we wouldn't stoop that low.
Right.
No, I don't think any of us would steal
No,
his
see, we
his
would
book.
we would make him wear the clown makeup for some other reason than not take his book. But taking his book, no.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You remember the fight with Borgat? It was the 3-on-1. Riker did the illusory terrain, and basically y'all smoked him.
Yeah.
That's why this is happening. 1 and 2. Yeah. The powerlessness fades a little bit in your mind, Riker. And this moment of you and Lytle walking side by side, a man who didn't have a father, and a man who also didn't have a father, but somehow finding solace in each other in that way, is a image that, if anyone in the city were looking, would find hopeful. And the rest of the crew, adrenaline starting to fade from the potential of a fight as the road opens up outside of the gate and you walk it. Dust kicking up under your boots, packs heavy with good food. Camaraderie perhaps a little stronger than it was when you first entered. What awaits you on the road? We'll have to see. And that's what we're in tonight's session. I suppose we should ask the group, the party, where do y'all intend to go next, so that our audience can get excited with us.
Sure, for
Well,
the audience.
I think
I'll be right. I'll be straight. I need to know where to plan. Yeah, it's for me too. I'll be real.
I think Warren had a plan after we did our stuff here to go
I
north.
assumed we were going north, right?
Yeah.
Warren was wanting to go
Where?
to the northwest to the. You put us on the
Towards
map.
Gold.
Yes, one
Towards
moment.
Goldmere and the Temple of the Dawn, but to the northeast
Is this the
is Jandril, where there is but both are north. Warren has northwest desires, but there's also northeast desires.
Right.
Yeah, Riker's we're gonna push for going to Goldmere.
Can you guys still see the roll 20?
I see it now. I can jump on it.
I'll just do this one.
Yeah, Riker's gonna push for Goldmere.
Roran, I believe you had a opinion.
Roran would also choose Goldmere because of
reasons.
The further reasons, yes.
What was the first scroll this first job that Lytle took for the slaver? Where was he out of?
He was over, if you scroll out, he's kind of east of the Black Keep between Grethwick and Galbufasa. Okay. He's kind of in
the other
this
guy,
area.
where was he?
He is in Jandril, the seal bearer who had then, when the contract was written, just risen to power.
Okay, so
right,
they want to go to
seal bearer Tor.
Cornelius Tor, which Lytle has not shared with the group yet.
Right, they want to go to which one is it? Oh, Goldmere.
They want to go to Goldmere.
So, Lytle, I guess when they get to their first Lydell is going to go ahead and I mean these things have been enacted for quite a while. It's not like he has to rush out to go do them. So he's going to acquiesce to the group going to Goldmere first.
Right.
With the idea that sometime between now and the time they get to Goldmere, he will share with the group the need to go to Jandril and take care of this. And I
We
think
also have that the Muse lady is in Jandril as well, or allegedly.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, and he might actually use that. But he's
as his reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the only one so far that knows what he's got going on is Rorn, and I don't know if he's willing or ready to share these contracts with the rest of the party. Only because the minute he shares the contracts, it puts everybody else in danger.
And Rorn already violated broke your cover accidentally. He will not do it again unless he feels he has to.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, and that would be understood, but well, at least you would hope. But yeah, I think that's where Lydell is gonna be. He's gonna be if everybody wants to go to Goldmere, we'll go to Goldmere. Right now, Lydell feels like we're financially set to be able to travel without an issue. And so these jobs that he pulled are partly for the money and partly
for just the love of the game.
Yeah. So, and he's willing to wait. He's waited.
Going nowhere.
Yeah. True.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, we will we'll let y'all all go to sleep for the night. Thank you for watching. This is the Holy Rollers Campaign 3. God bless. Have a good night.
Have a good night.